Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia and today I'm going to be giving my 1-month review on the animal-based diet, how my body responded, the benefits, the drawbacks, and anything else that happened. So I'm at that 1-month point right now, and I can say that I'm feeling amazing and very optimistic about this. My reason for starting an animal-based diet is because I have been led to believe that I have a high oxalate toxicity, which has caused debilitating headaches, some random body aches and pains, and a nervous system disorder. So this is my kind of mission in healing my body, and I've tried just about everything. I haven't tried a carnivore diet yet. So this is me easing into the carnivore diet, going through the animal-based protocols before I go all the way in, as it is Sally K. Norton's recommendation from her book Toxic Superfoods, or if you listen to any of her many interviews on YouTube, she talks about how it's not going to be good to dive right into a no oxalate diet like carnivore is, so you go through animal-based. So that's my reason for trying this diet. I experienced some pretty incredible benefits, and I'm actually feeling really optimistic that maybe I'm finally on the right track in my healing. So that's it's really exciting for me. It's been years since I have felt hopeful like this. So right off the bat, within the first week of the animal-based diet, I lost about 5 pounds of just inflammation and water weight, which is significant considering I was on a fairly low carbohydrate diet before with paleo. I was just eating a lot of foods that were high in oxalates and a lot of vegetables. So basically all I really did was take out the vegetables in this diet, and I was having meat at every meal. If I did have vegetables, it was like my own homemade zucchini salsa, or like one giant piece of romaine lettuce, which is low oxalate, and I would wrap like a burger patty in that and eat that. It was just condiment-sized vegetables if I was having any vegetables at all. I did still have fruit servings per day, usually 1 and sometimes 2, and it was usually a bowl of organic frozen berries with a dollop of A2 Greek yogurt and maybe a little drizzle of maple syrup on it. So it was delicious. It felt like a dessert. It was at the end of the day if I did that, and I didn't even do that every single day, but I did try to have a fruit thing every day. And if I didn't feel like eating fruit, I would just eat 2 dates, because that's about 50 grams of oxalates, and that's the low dose that helps to control the dumping symptoms, which I can get into later. So right off the bat, 5 pounds came off and my body was like kind of feeling happy, and I was starting to feel really optimistic. My digestion was amazing. Like, I've always had good digestion. I've had no complaints. I didn't really think it could get better, and it did. It got better. Like, it was just like, I don't know, next level. So easy to digest food. Like, I could eat dinner and then like go sprint around the yard with my dog, and it was no issue. So I slept really, really good because I was digesting really, really good. So that's another thing. My sleep improved. And I track my heart rate variability through my sleep. So what that tells me is how well I'm recovering after the day, after whatever I did that day. So if I, for example, worked out really hard that day, I might have a lower HRV score, or if I was getting sick, my HRV score would tank. And the nights that my HRV score did tank throughout the last month were the nights that were right before the days that I was going to be having like oxalate dumping symptoms. So oxalate dumping symptoms for me were like extra trips to the bathroom, pulling those crystals out of my eyes. Like, you sort of think you have like eye gunk or grit, and then it's just like a really like glass-like crystal that came out of my eye. I would feel a bit dizzy, a bit off, and the craziest symptom is probably like I would just have random intense anxiety, like out of nowhere. And then if I did the things that Sally suggests in the book, like drink a really strong black tea, it would go away. I would feel better, like almost immediately. So if you're going through that also, that is something you can try, is to take just like a big cup of black tea that's really strong, and hopefully that will lessen the symptoms for you. It's not good to do, like, to go through super extreme symptoms. Apparently it can get a lot worse than that, and some people have ended up in the hospital. So I am trying to be mindful and control the symptoms and just do what is recommended by the experts in this regard. So I found the diet to be delicious and satiating. And as I went through the month, my body started to crave meat like more and more. And it started off in the beginning where I was like, oh, I don't know if I can eat that much like beef. That's a lot of beef. And so in the first week, I was cooking a little bit more like salmon, chicken, pork, but eventually I was like, no, I only want the beef. And so by the last week, I was eating beef like twice a day and salmon or chicken like once a week. And yeah, I found that to be really interesting. Another interesting thing that happened is that my sense of smell became incredibly strong. Like I started to be able to smell things that I have not ever smelled before. And it's been really, like in a good way. Like when I walk my dog through the forest, I can smell the trees and the ground and everything. And it's just like intoxicating. Like it's really nice actually. So I continued to lose a bit more weight throughout the month. I lost about 10 pounds. So I started off at about 150 pounds. For me, that's probably a little bit heavy. Not crazy though, like I didn't have to buy new clothes or anything like that. And now I'm down to about 140. So, and I feel like I didn't do anything to earn that. Like I felt like I was eating so much and I felt so nourished the whole month. It was really fascinating because I've actually tried to lose those pounds in the past 3 years. I've tried many times and I'd eat strict paleo, I'd reduce my calories, I even worked with a health coach that was leading a weight loss group and I didn't lose a single pound. I don't regret working with her because it did highlight my mineral deficiencies and some other things that were going on. Basically, it highlighted the clues that led me to the oxalate thing. So I'm grateful that I did that weight loss group even though I didn't lose any weight. But I've increased my calories about 400 a day on average, and yeah, it seems like the more I eat, the more my body wants to release pounds, which is very interesting, and I'm happy about that. So the shedding thing, the oxalate shedding thing, it's like my goal to keep releasing that because I think it might be the cause of the debilitating headaches that I get. So I'm controlling that with still incorporating some oxalate foods, but I'm really hoping that I can stop having them at some point and give full carnivore a try. Even if it doesn't work for me, I just want to try. I just want to know what is possible in this realm. And last but not least, I've been able to start working out again a little bit without getting any headaches. So as my body releases more inflammation, I think maybe I can start adding in a little bit of weight training and maybe a little bit of running. And these are things that I've put off like for the last 2 years because when I did them, I would just get like a headache for 3 days sometimes and I don't have time for that. So this is really exciting for me because I was kind of allowing my world to become smaller and smaller as the pain got worse and worse and as more things started to trigger the pain. So yeah, I'm just like really grateful that I tried this and I'm really excited and happy about the results so far. I will pop up some before and after pictures here just so you guys can see, and I don't know if it's really noticeable. It's only 10 pounds on my body, so I notice, but like no one in my real life has actually noticed, so probably it's not like super significant. But my goal, my plan now is to continue with this diet and to just see what's possible, to see where it can take me and to kind of follow my body's cues, not go too fast, still keep some fruit and some oxalate vegetables or cacao or whatever in just whatever I'm feeling like I need that day and just see where it will take me. The negative things were that, I mean, like people think you're weird when you only eat meat. I don't really care what people think about me, but it sort of like seems to be looked at in a negative way, like I'm the weirdo for trying to get healthy after I've tried every single other thing and I don't want to go to injections or pharmaceuticals. I'd rather just try to fix it with lifestyle and diet. So if I'm weird for trying to fix my issues with lifestyle and diet, then whatever, I'll be weird. The dumping symptoms are obviously a negative, but they're also a positive because like it's the detox, like we have to heal. So that's important. I have like a really extensive spice collection because I love spices. I love herbs. I love creating different meals and foods with those things. So I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen with that going forward. I haven't been using very many spices, and I don't know, I might just be one of those carnivore people that keeps the spices. Who knows? We'll see. And also, like, I garden a lot. I have a massive garden. I've had a garden like for the past 15 years and I love it. So I'm still going to grow the vegetables for my family because they're not carnivore. They're not giving up their vegetables. And I still like to make a lot of herbal concoctions with the flowers, like body oiling stuff for the winter time. So I don't know, but the gardening thing, I'm like, should I cut back a little bit? I don't know. We'll see what happens. And eating out, it's a little bit tricky because I don't want to eat things that have been cooked in seed oils in particular, but I'm going to try not to be too fussy. And we rarely eat out anyway. We live in the country. It's like 30 minutes to go to a restaurant, so usually I just cook all the things anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel really excited, really hopeful for the future. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and let me know if you're experiencing any of these same things. Are you trying the animal-based? Are you going full carnivore? I love all of those interviews all over the internet of people who have healed their bodies with the carnivore diet, or with any diet really. It's like fascinating to me. I've always had a big interest in this. So let me know. Bye.